Kindjal, Lesson 1. The Kindjal is a double-edged dagger, often with a single offset groove on each face of the blade. Although part of the national Georgians' men's traditional costume, the Circassian and Don Cossacks, among others, also wear the weapon. The Kindjal design was used as a Russian military fighting knife that served well into the 20th century. The Kindjal short sword, as it is sometimes called, was a devastating close-quarters combat weapon. Shown here from top to bottom is the shashka, the Kindjal, and a wooden samurai short sword that we will also be using in our Kindjal training. The Kindjal, like the shashka, has no known official manuscript in accordance to its use. We will be basing use on common factors for a short sword based off in the design and actual use of this weapon in its history. Kindjals are designed to be weapons, and although the odds are very small that you will ever see one in a self-defense context, you still need to respect that blade all the same. Make sure you think of it like you would of a gun, loaded all the time. Take the extra time to make sure you are always thinking about the consequences of your actions. Even when practicing with the wooden practice sword, think twice before you do anything. Seriously, think about 90% of any mishap that will occur is caused by not paying the proper attention to the action. Always keep track of your sword tip. Listen to your instructor. Always keep the sword tip pointed up or down when anyone is close by and you're not training. How close is too close? Well, it only takes the slightest mistake, some miscommunication, or a stumble for anything to go horribly wrong. Remember to put the blade in a safe place when you're not using it. When you put a blade down, make sure it's in a place where it won't cause any harm to anyone who may not know that it's there. This includes walking out of a room and forgetting it when you walk back in. Be especially sure that the point isn't overhanging something. And then always remember the children. You should not be practicing around children, nor should you store your weapons where they are accessible to children. We've got to keep them safe too. Keep your hands clean and dry. Hands can get wet from sweating when you're working out, and it can make it harder to grip the Kindjal. It can also be a problem if the oil from the blade is left on the hilt. So make sure before you start that the Kindjal has a good grip that's dry and safe. The martial arts, just by their very nature, can pose injury. You're studying techniques that are meant to maim, hurt, or kill an opponent. Proceed with caution. Proceed under the direction of a qualified instructor. Make sure you have a well-lit area, a good training area, and the appropriate training supplies before you begin. The last thing your instructor wants to hear is a phone call from your wife where you dented the ceiling, clipped the dog, poked the child, or worse yet, gouged yourself. Be smart. Save your instructor the wrath of your wife. The following video shorts on Kindjal are not intended to replace qualified instruction. They're intended to be used alongside that instruction as well as with the manual you were provided for your instruction. They're there to help you through the course of the week, to practice, to refine. I hope you'll enjoy this and the various other videos in the Kindjal series.